Hi everybody and welcome to day 5 of creating End of the World art and music series. Just quick, as of Friday I had started coloring it. Today I will continue. Little tidbit of why my workspace looks a little bit different. I'm actually not at home right now. I'm at my mom's. She's sitting across the room from me. So if you guys hear a random noise, it's definitely her. And because I'm here, I don't have Punky. But I do have Monkey, who is a different cat. You guys can see her. She's sitting kind of in my lap a little bit. So she may end up getting up on the table. Can't really promise her behavior. She's kind of a wild child. Kind of coloring all the little tidbits of this art piece. So today I'm going to start working on the background. And I'm going to do a texture that I've only done a handful of times. It's kind of a pain. However, it turns out the coolest. So I'm kind of hoping you guys will appreciate this. And I have no idea how long I'm going to live stream today. I'm assuming an hour. It's kind of a hit or a miss as far as how much stuff I get done. You guys never truly actually know how long I'm going to be working because never know how long it's going to take to actually get stuff done. So this is the same texture I used in one of my most favorite pieces, which is Space Moors. And it has kind of that, I don't really know how to describe it. It's almost like a fade feel to it. But it's just a series of outlining the objects in the picture with different colors. It's very difficult to do because I have to be careful to not accidentally cover up the previous color with the new color. It's also extremely time consuming. Since there's still a few small things on the picture that are not colored, if you guys have any specific colors that you would like me to color certain things, just type into the comment section. I will gladly oblige. Great thing about working at my mom's house, guys, is she doesn't live near train tracks, so I don't have to randomly apologize when a train horn goes off. It's quite nice. Quite nice. This texture is going to require me to move the paper around a lot. I'm going to try to not make you guys dizzy as you're watching. Guys, I still have a little cat. Little cat feet! Look at the little cat feet. She's like still sitting underneath this table. I am sitting at a coffee table too, by the way, just in case anyone wants to know why I'm so close to the floor. That would be why. So if you guys noticed, I'm not coloring in these little cracks in the earth. And that's partially because I'm not quite sure I want to make them the same color as the background. I'm also kind of still figuring out what color I would put in those. They technically do bleed from the background, but we'll figure that out as I go. Great art is usually improvised last minute. You guys remember how last week I said I had this song stuck in my head? Well, I still do. It's like an endless loop. Every time I look at this art piece, just hear the song. And it's fantastic, but it's also getting extremely old. Maybe next week I'll be on to a new music piece and I'll have another song stuck in my head. This will just be like an endless loop of my life. Songs on repeat. Little trick when coloring with Sharpies and Prismas, any kind of markers. So if you have a spot where you did a dark color, like the music notes are black, and I'm outlining them right now, if your edges look a little hairy or unclean, dark colors hide that. It's kind of like, you know, when you wear a dark colored shirt and it hides your imperfections because maybe you look like a little bit like a potato. Yeah, same concept. Not trying to insult anyone that's watching, just trying to give a good example that would help you guys understand. So yeah, this dark blue just kind of hides a little bit of the fuzzy edges, which kind of gives the artwork a nice clean look. So yeah, I did the first outline of everything blue. Now the reason I didn't outline the objects up here and some of the little here is because I'm going to kind of add a little bit more chaos to this art piece since it's already meant to be kind of a hodgepodge, mumbo jumbo, all kinds of crazy nonsense. What I'm going to do is as I get closer to these objects out here, I will change the color that they're being outlined with. So it's a little confusing. So just pay attention. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about as I do it. And it will most definitely fascinate you guys. The background on this art piece is actually very important because there's a lot of blank space in this. And it is a very kind of upbeat, crazy, chaotic song. There's quite a few lyrics that are just complete nonsense. So I kind of want to depict that into the art piece itself. And this really helps. This will add about 6 or 7 different colors to the background. I haven't quite decided how many I'm going to do. And the changing pattern will give it an extra kind of influence of chaos as well. Oop. And I forgot to do something. This is again where this kind of text gets really tricky because as you guys just saw, I forgot to outline this. Which if I hadn't caught that, would have kind of messed up the art piece. But I mean, not really. Would have just made it a little more interesting. I'm definitely going to be mixing some purples into the background because the earth is going to be mainly blue because it's mostly water, which is how the actual earth is in real life. So I'll probably add some purple in the next layer just to kind of differentiate the colors a little bit. I do have to be careful because there's a purple rocket over here, which I should have probably done the background before I colored that guy. But you know what? Pretty good at winging it. I just had an idea, so I was collecting a little more colors to work with. You know, guys, it's kind of nice not working with Pumpkin around. Randomly jumping on the table, shaking the whole thing, screaming. Heck, we've been live streaming for 18 minutes and you guys haven't seen a single cat butt yet.
You better hope Punky's not online listening to this.
I mean, she might be. Cat's an evil genius. She totally could have like a hidden computer under my bed or something. Who knows? Okay, so here we reached our first object, where I told you guys as it meets objects, I'm going to outline them. So because, I'm going to give you guys a quick zoom. So you can just barely tell the light that I just started creating is touching this object. So now I'm going to outline this little guy with this blue, which is going to draw a little attention from the fact that the center of the art piece is outlined with the darker blue. This texture is kind of a catch-22 because there's every real possibility that it's going to get super jumbled as I get towards the outside edges. But I'll roll with it. We'll just have to see how it turns out. I still love this baby Godzilla. He is like the cutest baby Godzilla I've ever drawn. Okay, and see, we're also going to be meeting stars as we get further out on this. So, we just met a star, gets encompassed, met another star, that too gets encompassed. Oop, I just kicked the cat in the head while stretching my leg. Whoopsie. Okay, you guys, this cat is still underneath the table. I don't think I faced it, though. We're pretty sure there's something mentally wrong with her, so I think a little tap to the head ain't gonna do a whole lot of damage. See, sometimes I just get really lucky when I'm drawing. I was all worried about this purple rocket ship and wanting to put purple in the background, and it met the object on the blue. Okay, and this is what I mean by this is very time consuming. We just got 2 layers done in a half an hour. I'm going to continue just so you guys can see. I may run a little bit past an hour just to try and get a few more layers in. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. It should be moving a little bit faster now that I've got the first 2 layers. Just because the spaces are going to start getting smaller. for the camera adjustment. Okay. I wasn't really planning on doing this part yet, but kind of had to. So this is another great example of how this is going to get kind of jumbled up. So we have the two asteroids over here, but because this dark blue didn't meet this little one's going to have a different outline color than this one, I assume. There's every real chance I'll circle back to that color by the time I reach over there. So we'll just have to see how that goes as I continue coloring. Did you guys hear the meow? It was the cat. I moved again, disrupted her happiness. Alright guys, we added a whole other layer, so now we're at 3. And since we're at the 15-minute mark, I'm going to do one more layer, so we're going to go past an hour. But I definitely want to get one more layer in. This is going to be rather time consuming to finish. I supposedly, assuming, so I would like to try and get this live stream done before then, since I won't have the abilities to actually be live every day like I have been when I go on little streaks creating. Just so everyone knows, I'm kind of sitting on this cat because I tried to move. She's kind of underneath me. She didn't move with me. I'm not even going to regret it. Oh, nope, she moved. Okay. Alright guys, so we've got 4 layers in the background. I'm going to stop for today. Just give you guys a little zoom in view of what I did. You guys can see kind of fades out a little bit. It's pretty neat. I'll pick this back up tomorrow. I'll probably continue working on the background. Again, if you guys see anything small that you want a certain color, you want to think about it, that's fine. Comment on the video. Tomorrow when I go live, you guys can comment as well. I hope everyone has a good day. I will catch you same time, same place tomorrow. And, you know, just for cuteness factor. Here's a cat. Here's a cat. Say bye, monkey. Say bye. Bye. All right, everybody. See you later.